Yay! Welcome to Audience Alchemy. I'm so excited. So, I just thought I would give you a little walk through the page here so you understand what the program is about, especially in the live round if you're thinking about jumping in with us live. This is the thing that I wish existed when I first started my online business. That said, you don't have to have a fully formed online business. You might have grown really gracefully on a platform, and you might want to kind of circle back to what feels good in terms of your long form voice. You might have presence on a few platforms and you might want to consolidate, not having to feel like you are everywhere all over the platforms. It's actually rooted in the work that I used to do in the festivals and events world. So I would have to write audience development plans for festivals, for events, for our funders, and I would have to work on those with a branding team, a PR team, and a marketing team. So I was the heartbeat of how I would visualize it, and then the people would do the work on the audience development plan. So it's rooted in that, and it's rooted in the fact that I know lots of us feel burnt out by feeling like we have to show up on all of the platforms. So I've created a really cohesive framework for you to feel like your long form voice can be heard, and then that can be replicated in shorter form content across different platforms. So we'll do a lot of the work together. You'll get really clear on your long form voice and you'll feel really held in a community of like-minded people inside of Audience Alchemy. So I'll just go ahead and share my screen and walk you through the page. So if you've landed on this page here, Audience Alchemy, the live program, we are starting on the 11th of January. So that means there will be some course content drops. So I usually do 10-minute tutorials. So I'll pick a topic or a couple of topics and I'll go into it for 10 minutes because I like to keep things really bite-sized for you guys. So there will be some tutorials ready for the 11th of January. I haven't recorded them yet, just planned them all out. And so the program is really about positioning, cross-platform visibility, planning support, obviously the way that we plan content to make sure that we don't burn out, but also so that we keep a lot of joy in it as well. And then AI and hiring support and using AI to maximize what it is that we want to do across platforms while maintaining our voice and keeping those connections that feel really important and feel really personal to us. So, like I said, it's the community that I wish I had when I first started out. And I did used to run one a little bit like this, that was just like a little WhatsApp group that we had. It was really beautiful WhatsApp group in a course called Creative Content Club. So I've put some receipts of the way that I've grown across platforms over the last few years. So my Substack used to get consistent 100k views. On Sparkle, it's been a little bit less this year, but I'm fine with that. I've got some Pinterest stats there, so you can see that I'm nudging up. I'm always nudging up into the green on Pinterest, but I'm really focused on clicks and downloads there. So that's the platform that I use for lead magnets and getting people into my world. And then I've got some Instagram insights for you. So I don't have a massive Instagram account. I think I've got about 4,500 followers. It's very difficult to get traction on the word Substack on Instagram. However, I do again focus on nudging up what people see from me. So I'm always trying to kind of increase my views and deepen the connection over there. Here are my podcast stats. Obviously, I'm very, very proud of the podcast that I've created, and there's a good reason why I keep podcasting, because it does reach people and it is a very personal way to connect with people on dog walks and in their cars and all of that gorgeous stuff to deliver my messages. Again, with LinkedIn, I don't use it that much, but it is part of my content ecosystem, and I hope that gives you a little bit of permission to let yourself off the hook when it comes to the way that you use platforms as well. So the program is around mindset as much as anything. So get into the right mindset, working through imposter syndrome, accepting that we will always feel a little bit overexposed sometimes online, but it doesn't have to be the norm. We can stand strong, we can stand confident, and we can know that we are showing up in service to our ideal reader, our ideal client, and the people that want to work with us. So the way that I've done it, like I said, is there'll be some content dropping on the 11th of January, and then there'll be more content dropping over the 8 weeks. We'll have weekly co-working, but it's not just putting Zoom on and co-working. It actually is getting the work done and setting intentions at the start, and me really being able to hold you through that and get to know you, because I also have a group for questions where you can drop them in every single Tuesday. And there's another group that on Telegram with your course peers. We've then got some beautiful mentoring sessions as well throughout the program. So it's really balanced. There's no rush to learn or to do any of this stuff. What I'm going to give you is the framework and the tools to come up with your own blueprint for the way that you want to work in response to being online and how you want to feel visible. So you can go ahead and have a read through all of that. There's some testimonials at the bottom. There's some questions that have been asked. So you can have a little look at that. And then you can drop me a voice note on Instagram if you want to chat more. You can drop me an email if you want to talk about it some more. If there's anything you're unclear on or you need to ask for a longer payment plan, I'm here for you and I would love to help you grow your audience joyfully and sustainably across platform and make sure that we are focusing on evergreen content that works for us long after we've first posted it. So less Instagram stories and more clicks longer term. Thanks, guys. Chat to you soon.